Now, for the reason of time constraint, I will skip the fifth one and I will move to the description of what will happen on the day of judgment. We read many ayat, and please allow me to say them first in the Quranic language, and then I will attempt to translate to understand what has been mentioned. Things that are so vivid and specific and clear that require the believers to believe that they will take place. And now those who believe in science are saying without coming to the Quran, and that's why I hope that the people who will open their hearts with Iman, who will know these things, will use it as da'wah to go and tell those who do not know that this is Islam, that this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created. So show us, what did those who are inferior to Allah, what did they create? What did they bring forward? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah Al-Qiyamah that we heard from our young brother. I'm looking, I don't see him, but he must be somewhere around. When he read Surah Al-Qiyamah, and he read to us from Surah Al-Qiyamah, فَإِذَا بَرِقَ الْبَصَرُ وَخَسَفَ الْقَمَرُ وَجُمِعَ الشَّمْسُ وَالْقَمَرُ يَقُولُ الْإِنسَانُ يَوْمَئِذٍ أَيْنَ الْمَفَرُّ. Which means that when our sight will be taken by a glitter of surprise, and the moon will be eclipsed, and the sun and the moon will be united together, they will be one. The sun and the moon will be one. And then the people will start to wonder, where can we escape? How can we run away from this? And then the answer comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, كَلَّا لَا وَزَرْ إِلَى رَبِّكَ يَوْمَئِذٍ الْمُسْتَقَرِّ. That there's no escape. Today is the time when you will return to your Lord. Where do you want to escape? And then in Surah Al-Mursalat, إنما توعدون لواقع فإذا النجوم طمست وإذا السماء فرجت وإذا الجبال نسفت. Assuredly, what you are promised must come to pass. Then when the stars become dim, when the sky is cleft asunder, and when the mountains are scattered as dust, in Surah An-Naba, وفتحت السماء فكانت أبوابا وسيرت الجبال فكانت سرابا. And the skies shall be opened as if there were doors, and the mountains shall vanish as if they were a mirage. النازعات. No, it's a different one. التكوير. إذا الشمس كورت وإذا النجوم انكدرت وإذا الجبال سيرت وإذا البحار سجرت. When the sun with its spacious light is folded up. When the sun with its spacious light is folded up. When the stars fall, losing their luster. When the mountains vanish like a mirage. When the oceans boil and set on fire. الانفطار إذا السماء انفطرت وإذا الكواكب انتثرت وإذا البحار فجرت. When the sky is cleft asunder, when the stars are scattered, when the stars are scattered, and when the oceans are set on fire. The oceans, water, set on fire. This is Al-Quran. إذا السماء انشقت وأذنت لربها وحقت وإذا الأرض مدت وألقت ما فيها وتخلت وأذنت لربها وحقت. When the sky is rent asunder and hearkens to the command of its Lord, and when the earth is flattened out and casts forth what is within it and becomes empty and hearkens to the command of its Lord. يوم ترجف الأرض والجبال وكانت الجبال كثيبا مهيلا يوم تكون السماء كالمهل وتكون الجبال كالعهن ولا يسأل حميم حميما فإذا نفخ في الصور نفخة واحدة وحملت الأرض والجبال فدكتا دكة واحدة فيومئذ وقعت الواقعة وانشقت السماء فهي يومئذ واهية. These are some of the descriptions, and the three last ones I did not translate because they carry similar meaning to what we heard. So for the purpose of trying to be concise in time, we move on. The sky will be cleft asunder, and as we also read in Surah Al-Rahman, which I did not mention, فَإِذَا انشَقَّتِ السَّمَاء فَكَانَتْ وَرْدَةً كَالدِّهَانِ, that when the sky will be split and will display a very vivid orangey color that will occupy the sky. There was a science fiction movie called Independence Day, where they showed that the sky was filled with an orange color that filled it. فإذا انشقت السماء فكانت وردة كالدهان. Let's quickly go over some of those occurrences. And brother, please forgive me if I take a little bit over time. I will try to move as fast as I can, just to complete this picture.